Module 3, the skeletal system. You probably are already familiar with some of the functions of the skeletal system, but did you know it is responsible for 5 major jobs? The first, of course, is support. Bones help bear the weight of the body, keeping its shape and preventing us from becoming formless blobs of tissue. Cartilage in the system provides firm and flexible support for many body structures, such as the ears and nose, and ligaments help to bind the bones to each other. The skeletal system also provides protection. Hard bone protects the organs it surrounds. You can see how the cage structure of the ribs protects the lungs and heart within. The skull also protects our brain. And the spinal cord is protected by vertebrae of the spine. All of these organs are critical organs for our survival. This armor-like protection by the bones helps to provide a measure of safety for the body. The spinal cord is protected by a unique and beautifully designed structure. You see, it is as delicate as the brain and is critical for nerve communication throughout our body, but it needs to be able to bend and flex. Well, the vertebral column is made of a series of bones that allow for this movement without losing much in the area of protection. The third function of the skeletal system is movement. You know that bone cannot bend, so the skeleton is made up of many bones that form joints where they come together. This allows for movement at the joints. The fourth function of the skeletal system is storage. This function may take you by surprise. After all, when you think of storage, you might think of containers like sacks. But your skeletal system stores lots of material for your body. Minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium are held as components in the bone. If your body needs a supply of any of these minerals, the bone will release them into the bloodstream. The skeletal system also stores fat. That's right. Those tiny hollow areas in bone are not wasted space, but are places for fat storage when the body needs extra energy. The fat in bones is called yellow bone marrow. Adults have yellow bone marrow in the longer bones of their body, such as the arms, legs, hands, and feet. The final function of the skeletal system is hemopoiesis. This term has to do with hemoglobin, which is a protein found in red blood cells. Poiesis has to do with the making of a substance, so hemopoiesis is the process of manufacturing blood cells. The skeletal system is therefore responsible for producing red blood cells. You see, in some of the bones there is red marrow, not yellow marrow. Red bone marrow is where the red blood cells are made. It also makes the white blood cells in the body. You can find red bone marrow in the bones of the skull and vertebrae and some other locations too. This is yet another reason to say that blood is a connective tissue. Its cells are produced by bone, which is a connective tissue. So to sum up, the 5 functions of the skeletal system are support, protection, movement, storage, and hemopoiesis.